So today's breakfast is going to be something that you've already seen before. It's my wonderful oatmeal bowl. A little remix today. Added a few more things in there. Still got the chia, still got the hemp seeds, but I added blueberries and bananas just because, you know, the extra nutrients. It's gonna be a lot of leftovers. We got some things to do. The only meal I'm gonna really try and focus on is dinner, but breakfast and lunch, I'm not doing that today, so I got other things to do. I'm making my dinner early because it is slightly time consuming and I just am not going to feel like making dinner later on because I have some things to do. So what I'm making is a West African inspired dish. It's going to be boiled plantains with a fish sauce or a fish stew. So the sauce is going to be a mixture of vegetables and tomatoes. I'm going to make my fish separate. I have it thawing out right now, and I have 2 pots on the stove ready to start cooking. So here we go. So this is what we're working with. I got a couple different kind of oils. These are the greens I'm using. I'm doing it the very quick, lazy way. I'm not cutting tomatoes. I didn't want to buy spinach. So this is going to just be my version. My fish has been thawing out since yesterday, and I have 4 green plantains. So I want to tell you something about green plantains. One, they're an excellent source of potassium, fiber, B6, vitamin C, which means this is a heart healthy food. I know a lot of times you like them when they're darker because they're sweeter, but if you're dealing with diabetes or something like that, green plantains are really good for you. Now, if you're having a liver issue that's different, you don't want to overdo your potassium. But these are excellent for regulating your heart rate and things like that, regulating your blood sugar levels, your blood pressure. These are excellent. So this is what we're going to be cooking with. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my cod prepared to go in the oven. I have the oven set on 425 right now. So I'm going to put it in there for between 10 and 15 minutes. I'm going to look at it and judge. Then I'm going to get my plantains cut up. And I'm just going to cut the skin off, cut them up in little pieces, throw them in the water to boil. I'm going to turn my water on now and get it started. Where we are right now, I took my plantains off the stove and I took my fish out of the oven. So just put it in a container, set this on a plate so it'll be ready to go for later. When you do your plantains, you can do them. I've seen them done 2 different ways. The way I did them, which was cut the skin off first, then boil them. Or some people, they'll cut the ends off and then cut the line down the middle, just like I did, so the skin is broken, then boil them. I really didn't want to deal with having to try to take the skin off when it was hot, so I did it this way and they turned out pretty good. They have really good flavor. So I would say experiment, try and see what you like. You might not like the way it looks. It will break apart a little bit easier if you do it without the skin on it. So I realize that the skin gives it that extra protection, but the flavor is the same, the consistency is the same, and they taste delicious. Okay, so I wanted to let you know about a few variations that you could try. I decided to use greens instead of spinach. Spinach is usually your traditional green that you're going to put, but I just used a can of mixed greens. I also decided to use the fire roasted tomatoes. I used 2 cans of fire roasted tomatoes and 1 can of just regular diced tomatoes. But other than that, that's about it. I told you about the plantains, but switch it up. Feel free to try it however you like. And let me know how it worked for you. The stew, I'm about to take off the oven and dish the food. So, final thoughts. One, this is super delicious. I love the flavor of the greens and the tomatoes. I've tasted it with the spinach, traditional African way. But the way I made it is really delicious. The fish is perfectly cooked. I think next time I might cook it in with the stew. I don't know. I don't know how that would even work. I would figure something out. But the plantains, they turned out really good. I like them this way. I wouldn't even need to cook them inside of the skin at all. I will cook them this way each and every time. It made it super convenient. It's so much easier. But yeah, give it a try. Let me know how you like it. If I did something wrong, let me know what I did wrong or what you would do differently. But bon appetit. I told you it was good. If I eat anything else, it'll probably be this again, a Laura bar, and I'm feeling like a Speedy Freeze from Speedway. So that might be on the menu. But other than that, that's it. You saw my breakfast. This will be lunch and dinner. Maybe a few snacks in between. I'm going to take my bag of pistachios with me because I'm about to go work. So that's it. That's all. Hope you like it.